This is the Sihoo M59AS, and I got it a couple of weeks ago, having spent quite a bit of time on YouTube looking at reviews for other chairs. I came across this site. I actually have a Sihoo office stand desk, which is this one here. I haven't actually used it at the stand position because I've got plantar fascia. But like a lot of those stand desks, they do wobble a bit when they're at full height, so that's not their fault. But the desk has been fine so far, so I thought I'd give one of their office chairs a go. It's got some handy little features. I quite like this for hanging your jacket off the back of the chair. It's got quite a good height to the headrest, which is good for tall people. I thought there would be more adjustment because it's got two pivots here, but unfortunately there's only two settings, and that's the limit to that. You can move this backwards and forwards a little bit, but again, there's not much adjustment. There's a fair bit of height, and you can move this up and down. I think it goes, I don't know if it goes any more than that, but that suits me at the moment. What I quite liked about the chair, because if I try and put this onto the desk, the armrests connect with the desk and I can't push it any further. So what's quite handy is I can do this. But this actually design of chair leads to another problem, which I'll come on to a bit later in the video. It's got the lumbar support, which when I looked at it from the photos supplied by their website, I thought, oh, that looks good, that's going to give my back good lumbar support. But that's the second issue with the chair, and it's actually the main problem why I actually can't use this chair anymore. The problem with this lumbar support is that it's not adjustable. You can't move it up and down, and I was aware of that, and I thought, well, they're going to have done their research and they'll have put it in a position where it will provide my lower back with the support that I do need when I'm sitting down. And unfortunately it doesn't. So if I sit, it's way too low, and if I try and sit here for any longer than an hour, it actually is uncomfortable, and I've got to get up and walk around and take a break from the chair. This won't move. It moves in and out a little bit, but it won't move up. And it's, as I say, it's basically supporting my bum. It's not supporting my lumbar, so it's no good. The other issue with it is, I don't know if this will come out in the video, when you go to stand up and you lean on the armrest, it flexes quite a lot, and it's not very confidence inspiring. So if I'm sitting down and I do this, you can see how much it bends. So it's really disappointing. So unfortunately I won't be keeping this chair. The problem with sending it back to Sihoo is by the time you've paid for the return postage and the restocking fee, you've lost about 50 quid, so you've almost lost about a third of what you paid for the chair, and you're no better off. If they did, maybe if they did an exchange scheme where they gave you maybe the opportunity to trade in for another chair that's either being returned, whatever, or they gave you money off, then I'd be happy to pay for the postage and the restocking fee, but they don't do that. I can understand it from their viewpoint, but the reason why I'm annoyed is that the main reason is this: it's useless. And I've had a few people sit in it and they've all said the same thing. So the reason why I'm posting this video is to let you know that if you try and buy this chair, be prepared, or at least find out where you need the support in your back, because it's not giving me the support. And if I measure where the support is probably up to 20 centimeters from the surface of the chair, so it's up to about here. I've got no support above that, and it's really uncomfortable. So you have been warned, and I would not buy a chair in my next purchase is going to be a chair that has adjustable lumbar support and it can move up and down.